trade this for the world. I gave it my all from a social perspective. I played hard. I schemed behind their back the best of my ability. But I think that I was in a pretty good spot. I think that this game is just representative of everything that I've wanted in life. So this experience, even though it's not as long as I want it to be, it means the world to me.
High temperatures will be struggling for your Tuesday. From that major storm system, we go from close to 90 degrees to now stuck into the 60s. Those details are up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we'll have the latest following the Iranian strikes that killed United States service members. This as Iran says they are now in a full-scale war with the U.S. Plus, job creation and tech innovation took center stage at today's Marquette City LDFA meeting. And we'll have a preview of Marina Fest, with it set to make its return to Ludington Park in Escanaba this Saturday. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Welcome in. A first check of your forecast. We had a very active evening from showers and thunderstorms with lots of different warnings, from severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. And all of this was from a major storm system, a low pressure system moving through the Great Lakes. So we go from high temperatures of today in the upper 80s, and now we are looking at high temperatures into the mid to upper 60s. This is a pretty significant drop. There was a cold front associated with this, so we are going to be looking at a cloudy, rainy morning especially, and of course those wind gusts staying strong. So we'll have more details on all of that and for the rest of the week in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. Another U.S. service member was killed over the weekend while disposing of a downed Iranian drone in Iraq. The bodies of two other service members killed Friday in an Iranian attack on an airbase in Jordan are returning home. A third is missing and unidentified remains have been found. Jesse Mitchell has the latest tonight.
The U.S. has waged nightly attacks on Iran for the past week and a half, 10 straight nights. President Trump says the military is hitting the country hard in honor of service members killed in the past few days.
We feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots are out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
The Pentagon identified the two killed Friday as 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez from Carrollton, Texas, and 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan, a Hawaii resident assigned to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Footage appears to show the Iranian strikes on the U.S. base in Jordan where they were killed, suggesting they had little time to escape. President Trump posted this message online: "Every time Iran kills an American soldier, they will pay for that killing many times over." The U.S. strikes are also targeting sites around the Strait of Hormuz as Iran keeps hitting cargo ships.
What is happening militarily really is a battle for control of the Strait of Hormuz, with Iranian retaliation across the region about American efforts occurring there in and around the strait. The administration needs to explain what its strategy is.
Another Middle East analyst says now is a pivotal time.
It is, yes, a very tenuous period, and one where you're going to need one or both sides, either through mediation or just senior level decision making, to find a way to de-escalate.
Iran's president says his country is back to a full-scale war with the U.S.
Iran retaliated tonight, launching attacks on Jordan, Bahrain, and Kuwait. The escalation on both sides has pushed gas prices back to a national average of $4 a gallon. Weeks ahead of the August 4th primary election, 1st Congressional District hopeful Callie Barr brought her campaign to the Copper Country last night. At the Calumet Theater, Barr was joined by former district seat holder Bart Stupak, who contributed a strong endorsement to her campaign in June. Next to her endorsements, Barr's team recently reported more than $442,000 raised in the latest fundraising quarter. Until now, this amount hadn't been met before by a Democrat running for the seat.
And that just goes to the strength of this campaign, the momentum we're feeling, the contributions from individuals who are ready to take this seat back. For us, I am not funded by corporations. This is 100% a people-powered grassroots movement.
Barr is one of 3 Democrats running for Michigan's 1st Congressional District against Republican incumbent Jack Bergman. The Marquette City Local Development Finance Authority held their regular meeting today to discuss job creation in Marquette County. strategies to attract new tech startups, and to hear a report from the Innovation Marquette Smart Zone. The board heard success stories from businesses that were helped by Smart Zone funding and discussed area projects currently underway and in the future. The board also approved funding for the Smart Zone for the remainder of the fiscal year. Escanaba's Municipal Marina is gearing up for an annual live music event. The marina and the Escanaba DDA will host Marina Fest 2026 on Saturday from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. 4 local bands will perform throughout the day, playing a variety of rock classics, bluegrass, jazz, and the blues. Currently, business at the marina is picking up after a slow start to the summer, and the festival always draws some extra foot traffic to the area.
We have a lot of walkers, we have a lot of people that come by, but to physically stay here for a couple hours to check out our amenities, they walk the docks, they look at the boats, they'll ask a lot of questions, which is good. We want people to come out and ask that stuff. It's just a fun day that the community can come out and enjoy the waterfront.
Food vendors will be on site, and Marina Fest attendees are encouraged to bring their own lawn chairs to enjoy the show. This Friday, statewide organizations are bringing a free event focused on Great Lakes fish to Escanaba. From 4 to 7 p.m., the Municipal Marina will host a My Fresh Fish Fry presented by Michigan Sea Grant and MSU. Attendees of all ages will learn about the work local fisheries do, how to cook fresh fish, and enjoy fishing activities on Little Bay Denard.
They did it, I believe, last year in Houghton, and it was very well received. So they contacted us and we said, why not? We have the people that would definitely come out for it. That's going to be more about the fish that comes out of the bays, getting people familiar with what the fisheries can provide, and obviously helping them eat the fruits of the bearings too.
Also at the marina on Saturday, Inland Seas will also host a 3-hour public sale offering a hands-on educational experience on a 77-foot schooner. For full event details and ticket information, visit WZMQ19.com. A new family practice is officially open in Marquette. South Shore Family Practice cut the ribbon this afternoon at their new location on West Ridge Street, bringing full-spectrum family medicine to the area in a setting built around relationships rather than volume. The practice offers everything from primary care and women's health to pediatrics, low-risk obstetrics, and same-day urgent visits with a doctor available by phone around the clock.
We wanted to have a practice that really meets people's needs and gets to know them and is built on a relationship with the families that we care for. Every one of the members of our practice has very close ties to this community, born and raised, grown up here, and so we want to just give back to the communities that have helped us come to this point.
South Shore Family Practice is now open at 1440 West Ridge Street in Marquette. A new business has opened in Ishpeming that may change your mind about how you wash your clothes. Our own John Truitt has the story about one woman who wants your dirty laundry.
If you are like most people, Laundry Day is no holiday unless you celebrate being a procrastinator. Maybe there is something out there akin to the shoemaker's elves, a laundry fairy who magically takes care of that pile of dirty clothes that never seems to get smaller. Well, now there is. Meet Maverick, founder of Fairy Lux Laundry.
I think that's where I've gotten a lot of my business from is Facebook. I've combined views. I'm at over 200,000 views.
Maverick will come to your home and take all those dirty duds, add some suds, and then bring back fresh and folded laundry.
I'm really grateful to see everybody who I know in Ishpeming and Marquette and Negaunee all come together and really support me, and I love that feeling of support.
18-year-old Maverick just graduated from Ishpeming High School. Quite young for an entrepreneur, but it's been her dream all along.
I'm fresh out of high school, and I didn't want to work the corporate world, like I said. I wanted to have my own business or work for another small business.
So what does she charge?
If you are 60 and younger, it is at $2 per pound. So if you throw a garbage bag together, I'll weigh it and we'll go from there.
And she also cares about seniors.
If you are 60 and older, it's $1.50. I'm trying to give that discount to my older folks out there that can't do as much anymore because it does get hard. It's labor intensive some days.
Maverick's ultimate goal is to own her own storefront someday,
where you can come in, drop your laundry off, or I'll have hopefully a group of people going out in the morning and the afternoon picking up laundry, and I wash and I fold and I return it back to you.
But for now, her office is this laundromat, and her boardroom is her car. In Ishpeming, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
For more information and how to schedule a pickup, visit our website, WZMQ19.com. Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, hospitals around the country are reporting more people coming in for tick bite treatment. And we'll hear from health experts about the risks of using too much caffeine on a daily basis. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
It's a Lopez family takeover.
Give it up for my wife, Courtney Lopez. We actually met here on Broadway. You want to tell everyone about that?
The real story, or?
Next, Kelly.
Is it true that you've never seen an episode of Saved by the Bell?
I'm very sorry, Dad, but
I have not.
Plus, actress Patricia Clarkson.
It's an all-new Kelly.
That's right, don't miss it.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
If you're paying high interest rates on your credit cards, you're burning money. Consolidated Credit can work with your creditors to reduce your total payments by up to 50% and lower your high interest rates so you can stop juggling multiple payments. Save thousands in interest charges and pay off your credit card debt fast. You don't have to be good with money because we are. Call 800-244-9095 for a free consultation. 800-244-9095. That's 800-244-9095.
Join the Women's Federated Clubhouse as they honor early women's clubs. For 100 years, this remarkable organization has helped shape our community. Now you're invited to celebrate that legacy. Join them July 31st and August 1st for an unforgettable centennial featuring a silent film, elegant high tea, live piano, an exquisite silent auction, local history, and more. Discover the stories that built Marquette. Reserve your tickets today at womensfederatedclubhouse.org.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here! Door tap. Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. Again, we had a very active evening with showers and thunderstorms, lots of rotation. I just want to stress the importance. You may already know this, but for those of you that don't, when it comes to a tornado warning, you absolutely cannot wait for someone to say there is a tornado on the ground or for you to see it with your own eyes, because the National Weather Service are the only people that are authorized to confirm a tornado, and it normally takes up to about a few days to specifically say, yes, this damage was from a tornado, and then they put the EF rating on it from a 0 to 5, and they look at damage surveys, radar analysis. They go back and look at the rotation, the eyewitness reports, if there are pictures and videos. So again, it is so important, if you do have that tornado warning, take shelter immediately, really no questions asked, because that means there was a thunderstorm either very capable of producing a tornado or there already is one on the ground. So again, it just shows the importance of if you have a tornado watch, especially, that meant the ingredients were there, and we had multiple tornado warnings popping up. So thankfully that system has moved out of here, but there was a pretty significant amount of hail, so definitely lots of damage, and we'll continue to update. I'm sure there will be reports maybe of confirmed tornadoes, and I will update throughout the week for you there. But as for the numbers just for today, and again, this is as of about 5:30 when the system was moving through. 81 degrees for the high temperature. The average is 76, and note that because we are going to see a pretty significant cool down from at least the average, especially from what we felt today. And some pretty heavy downpours even just from about 5:30. We had close to a half of an inch of rain, so we continue to see the system move out of the way, but this was with a major cold front, and it had a warm front right before it. This was a textbook low pressure system moving through the Great Lakes with that warm surge, and then the cold front came through, basically lobbing up that energy, and the cold front took that energy, and we had very strong storms. And now we deal with the aftermath of that, not only just from the storm damage, but the colder temperatures. So it is going to be cloudy, it is going to be rainy tomorrow morning, and of course cooler temperatures, especially for Tuesday. Things start to improve though pretty quickly for Wednesday and Thursday. We have lots of sunshine, really no impact at all when it comes to rain, let alone cloud cover. We are looking at a very sunny Wednesday and Thursday, but yes, we are going to dip down in those temperatures. And I just want to note too, this is the storm risk for tomorrow. All of the storm risk have been gone from that system today. We are not looking at a risk at all for tomorrow. So at least we can know we have that peace of mind. If you do have any of those outdoor plans, we're not looking at rain, nor are we looking at a severe threat by any means. We really just have to deal with it is going to be breezy and windy. We are going to see those wind gusts pushing maybe up still to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. So cloudy conditions, rainy, may not be the best morning to get outside, but we do have lots of sunshine to follow that. Temperatures rebound very quickly. We get back to the lower 80s for you. We do have some unsettled weather at this point for the weekend, but I'll have more updates for you on that throughout the week.
Kelly, thank you again. The cyclospora confusion is not over. While lettuce that was shipped to more than half the country has been recalled, there are questions if it is the source of the illness, reported in more than 30 states now. Jared Hill has more from New York.
The FDA says while the lettuce it tested from Taylor Farms was a false positive, the agency is still investigating those products out of Mexico as a possible source of the cyclospora outbreak that's infected thousands of people.
Took a chance and got the regular taco with the lettuce and cheese.
This Taco Bell customer didn't get what he ordered.
Nope, it's not there. Just cheese and the meat.
That's because Taco Bell, like Walmart and other companies, removed iceberg lettuce and salad mix products from Taylor Farms as a precaution.
Some people were saying on social media that it was like a real problem. So I was like, you know what? Let me change what I get from like places like Chipotle or like Cava that have lettuce.
The FDA is still testing samples, but says there's overwhelming epidemiological data supporting the voluntary recall.
There is massive confusion.
Connecticut Democrat Senator Richard Blumenthal is demanding answers from the CDC.
The combination here of incompetence, no accountability, no transparency, no confidence is a recipe for disaster.
Michigan is the epicenter of the outbreak with more than 6,100 cases.
Outside of cooking it, there is no kill step other than it being properly cleaned. We have to trust where we're buying our produce from in this case.
Cyclospora is a parasite that can contaminate fresh produce and cause debilitating diarrhea. Symptoms can take as long as 2 weeks to appear and can last even longer.
Typically, there are only a few hundred cases of cyclosporiasis every year in the U.S. The illness is rarely fatal. Summer is peak tick season, and the number of bites needing medical attention are up this year. CDC data show a 13% increase in emergency department visits for tick bites compared to 2025. In 2023, about 89,000 cases of Lyme disease were reported to the CDC, but they estimate that nearly 500,000 people were diagnosed and treated. The Department of Health and Human Services hopes to reduce Lyme disease cases by 25% by 2035. But ticks are becoming more abundant in parts of the country for several reasons.
And it's a combination of climate change, so you have warmer weather, land use patterns are also changing where we're moving out into the exurbs, so you have more contact with the woods, with deer in your neighborhoods. And as the weather gets warmer, you have the push of ticks up towards the north and the west.
Drug maker Pfizer says it will submit its experimental vaccine for FDA approval later this year with the hope that it becomes available by 2027. Many of us start the day with a cup or several cups of Joe, but when it comes to heart health, how many cups of caffeinated coffee are safe to drink each day? A new statement from the American Heart Association may be reassuring to coffee drinkers. Gwen Baumgartner has more on The Buzz.
Sophia Red and Nikki Rudolph love their iced coffee.
I'm probably sitting at like 2 cups a day. I'll do 1 caffeinated and then like usually a decaf in like mid-afternoon.
A new scientific statement from the American Heart Association looks at the latest research to date on caffeine and cardiovascular disease. Consuming up to 400 milligrams of caffeine or up to 5 8-ounce cups of caffeinated coffee per day is safe and appears to be linked to a lower risk of cardiovascular disease for some people.
The available evidence suggests that caffeine may actually have protective effects, especially when it comes to the risk of future heart attack and the risk of diabetes.
Dr. Gregory Marcus chaired the group that wrote the statement, which is largely based on observational research. He cautions higher doses of caffeine found in energy drinks and other products may cause harm.
There are many reports in young, otherwise healthy people consuming energy drinks and developing this very fast and potentially dangerous heart rhythm disturbance. So certainly would avoid energy drinks in general.
While the research may reassure coffee drinkers that they're not increasing their heart disease risk, doctors say it doesn't mean people should be drinking 5 cups a day because how much caffeine a person can tolerate can vary.
My heart would literally be racing so badly. I get super jittery, super shaky, feel anxious.
If you notice your heart racing, doctors say you should cut back or avoid caffeine.
Researchers also stress the findings do not mean coffee prevents heart disease and more study is needed. Still to come on your 19 News, it may still be a ways away, but we'll have the details on what toys are expected to be the hottest of this upcoming holiday season. We'll be right back.
Buckles Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
When you need a body shop, skip the corporate shops and outside investors. Go with your hometown body shop, Superior Collision. Our family opened Superior Collision in 2002, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. Some places talk about community. We actually stand with our community, donating monthly back into Marquette County. When you need collision repair, choose Superior Collision, your local hometown body shop.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Attention anglers, know what day is best to cast a line by tuning into the fishing forecast on WZMQ 19 News. Brought to you by Blades Bait and Tackle. A great day of fishing starts here.
We started back in 1913. Grandfather would go from door to door on a cart selling dry goods. It's great seeing people actually come in saying, you know, my grandfather waited on you. We offer a wide selection of lazy-boy recliners, Smith Brothers Amish furniture. We also offer a wide selection of appliances, all with free delivery, and we'll set it up where you'd like. Being able to help the customer and satisfy what they're looking for in their house, making it the place that they want to be, has been one of the most rewarding things.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The holiday season is still months away, but it's already prime time for the toy industry. Bradley Blackburn got a look at some of the new toys and trends that could be on kids' list come December.
At the Toy Insider's annual Sweet Suite in New York, Lori Schacht reigns supreme.
I feel like you're inviting me onto your throne.
Well, it's a squishmallow throne.
She gathered more than 60 different toy makers who are already in high gear for the holidays.
Most of them are showing toys that are going to be available for the holiday season.
One of the original hot toys, Tickle Me Elmo,
When your child tickles him, he talks.
first hit shelves 30 years ago. Now the generation that grew up with him will find a new, more animated version for their own kids.
They're going to love sharing this Elmo with their kids. It just makes you happy.
Elmo is secretly high-tech and part of a trend.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to pull?
Like this Mr. Potato Head that reacts as kids play with different pieces. A good fit for parents concerned about screen time.
There's still really cool technology in toys, but there's not all the screens that kids are stuck on.
This magnetic kinetic set makes lessons about physics fun.
force. Cause and effect.
And where there are screens, they're intentional.
Smile.
Like a digital camera that prints pictures kids can decorate, or an arcade-style Sonic the Hedgehog that lets families share in 4 classic games.
This is your big gift.
But the real judges will be kids, like Cam and Kira Johnson, who review toys on their family's YouTube channel.
10 out of 10. I like it.
They love anything that squishes.
Some are air-filled, some are water-filled. There's a wide variety.
Fun that kids and parents will be grabbing up this holiday season.
Young kids aren't the only customers for toys. According to Circana, toy sales for people age 15 and up have more than doubled since 2020. It was an epic box office weekend for The Odyssey. Christopher Nolan's take on Homer's ancient Greek poem brought in more than $260 million worldwide, easily surpassing other movies. Adriana Diaz has more.
The Odyssey stormed the box office over the weekend with this year's biggest live-action domestic opening yet.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
The film, the first commercial feature shot entirely in IMAX, raked in more than $264 million worldwide.
Battle and glory! Strength and honor! Action!
A majority of ticket buyers cited director Christopher Nolan as their primary reason to see the movie, according to PostTrack, a film industry research service.
It's Christopher Nolan. How can you not be excited for a Christopher Nolan film?
The second reason, the film's all-star cast, which includes Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Matt Damon as Odysseus. Damon spoke to us about the exhilarating but demanding shoot, which stretched across 6 different countries.
How intense did it get?
Well, it was the hardest movie, definitely, that I've ever done. It felt in a lot of ways more like an expedition than a movie because of the locations we were at. You know, we'd be shooting on top of a mountain. We'd have to hike up the mountain to shoot. And that part of it ended up being really fun because it was challenging for everybody there.
The film is also declaring victory with critics, receiving an A grade on CinemaScore exit polls and 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. The momentum is only expected to continue, with Oscar buzz already swirling.
I do think it's going to be one of the epic films of the century without question, and to be part of this right now is just part of history.
And this marks Christopher Nolan's biggest global opening weekend of all time, ahead of the Batman Dark Knight sequels, and yes, ahead of Oppenheimer.
Hollywood is on a documentary kick. From the band Wham to the UConn women's basketball team, Gwen Bumgarner has tonight's entertainment headlines.
Sometimes, I love you. Fate taps you on the shoulder and says, this is your time.
The UConn Huskies are the most dominant program in women's basketball, but it comes at a cost.
I miss UConn, but I don't wish to go back.
3-part documentary, The Dynasty, UConn Huskies, outlines the grueling pressure, sacrifices, and physical toll it takes to win 12 national championships. The series includes candid interviews and never-before-seen footage, available next month on Apple TV. Actor Tom Hiddleston is taking viewers back in time with the docudrama Pompeii: Out of Time.
Check this out.
Wow.
The 3-part series uses new technology to reconstruct the city's final 24 hours before being enveloped by the deadly volcano, and includes artifacts, experts, and reenactments to tell stories of survival. Pompeii: Out of Time with Tom Hiddleston is out this Thursday on National Geographic and select streaming. The surviving member of pop duo Wham is reflecting on the group's cultural impact with the new documentary.
2 young men in a sort of geopolitical situation.
Wham! 10 Days in China follows George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley on their 1985 journey as the first Western pop group to perform in China, capitalizing on hits Wake Me Up, Before You Go Go, and Careless Whisper. The documentary heads to select theaters next week.
Now stay tuned, your final look at weather when we come back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Since 1949, Clyde's Drive-In has stayed true. Fresh off the grill burgers, hot fries, real shakes, and that drive-in feel that never gets old. Try our signature Big C if you think you can handle it, or one of our other classic menu items. There's a reason people keep coming back for the same order time after time. When something's this good, you just don't mess with it. Clyde's Drive-In, Manistee.
happens in Washington and Lansing that affects life right here in the Upper Peninsula.
Power of the purse strings.
And where ideas become laws.
Budget votes.
High-stakes rulings.
Environmental concerns.
Consequential executive orders.
The kind of news that doesn't always make headlines, but probably should. That's why 19 News has reporters in both capitals. So when something happens that matters to you, we're already there. 19 News.
Mamma mia, it's Sophia on MeTV. A woman with charisma, with wit like a fine-tuned machine.
My whole life is an open book. Your whole life is an open blouse.
See her on The Golden Girls.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1. For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in, sign up, it's easy. Go to UpersUnited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
And a final check of your forecast with the looks of how things went today, not only just how warm it got, but of course those severe storms and the tornado warnings. Things change quite a bit for tomorrow. We have cloudy conditions, some showers for the morning, and of course those temperatures. We were close to that 90-degree mark for a lot of the area today, and we will be stuck into the mid-60s. We're probably looking at daytime highs into the lower 60s, and that's of course that northern wind. So we might also see air quality issues creeping back up with that northerly influence of the wind. So high temperatures tomorrow across the board, going to be very hard to get to that 70 mark. We'll have some sunshine here and there, but the better chance for that sunshine is after we get all of the rain out of the way for the overnight. Looking at a few showers for tomorrow morning, and then we are dry for Wednesday and Thursday. The sunshine comes back out. It's really when we can get those temperatures back up to seasonal. No storm risks at all for tomorrow. We just worry about maybe some of that air quality issues, and then we get the seasonal temperatures back for the rest of the week. Of course, it looks like we could have some storms for the weekend, but more will come when we have better updates on that through the week.
Thanks again, Kelly. And finally tonight, you might get a kick out of this next story, the World Toe Wrestling Championship in Great Britain. These folks take their feet seriously, going toe-to-toe in an annual contest that dates back to 1976. Competitors wrestle around on the right foot while another bout on the left and return to the right if a tiebreaker is required. The reigning champion, Ben Total Destruction Woodruff, suffered an upset this year. He wouldn't reveal his strategy heading into the match.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like really saying too much about my technique. It's a bit of a trade secret. So, yeah, for me, I just, you know, keep my cards close to my chest.
I didn't really believe it was going to happen because Ben's won 4 times and just goes to show, done it, like, give it a go. And you never know, you might just do it.
And that's all the time we have for right now, everyone. We'll catch you back here tomorrow at 6.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Live outside Marquette County? Recycle 906 is worth the drive. We accept cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. Bring it in. Keep the Upper Peninsula clean. We accept cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. Bring it in.